Love Serye TV.
Miserable proposal to my ex. Tunghayan na po natin ang ikalabing-isang bahagi. Lutang ako sa trabaho ko ngayon. Hindi mawala sa isip ko kung sino ang nagpadala ng sulat at paano niya nalaman ang address ng bahay namin. Napakamot ako sa batok nang biglang may kumatok sa pinto. "Come in," sigaw ko. "Good morning, Aya." Bati ni Ken, saka bumeso sa akin nang makapasok. "Hey, good morning. Ano sadya mo rito?" I ask. "You're still the same. By the way, mag-bar hopping tayo mamaya. You know, para naman malesen yung stress mo sa trabaho." "You look very exhausted," sabi niya at inilapag ang Gucci bag sa coffee table sa sofa. "I'm fine. Ikaw na lang, may mga tatapusin pa ako," I answered. "Oh, come on. Kasama naman sila Nix at Chad. Promise, hindi kita lalasingin at saka may celebration na gaganapin." Pamimilit pa niya. I just rolled my eyes. Kahit patanggihan ko siya ng ilang ulit, pipilitin pa rin ako nito. "Fine, but I'll go home before 11:30. Sabi ko, "Make it 12 para magmukha kang si Cinderella." Pang-aasar pa nito. "Nang-aasar pa?" Sabi ko naman. "Kidding. Wear some clothes that suits the bar. Hindi yung simpleng attire mo sa trabaho. Uhubaran talaga kita." Banta niya. "Whatever, Ken," sabi ko. "At saka maraming boys doon. Pwede mong itigil mo nga yan." Natigil ito nang sinamaan ko siya ng tingin. "Come on, it's been 5 years. Move on na. Hindi na siya babalik, okay? He's gone already," sabi niya. Mas lalo ko lang siyang sinamaan. I don't care if I keep on waiting for him. And correction, he didn't die. Buhay ang asawa ko. Walang katawan na nakita kaya buhay siya. Pilit ko pa rin. Okay. I'll stop na nga. Mukhang hindi ka naman tatalaban. Hais, kung buhay nga siya, where is he now? Nasaan siya nung mga araw na iniyakan mo siya? Nasaan siya nung nahirapan ka sa panganak kay Shai? Hindi ba wala? Sabi nito. Tama na. He's gone, Aya. Accept it and move on. 5 years ka na. I said enough. Sigaw ko. Nagulat ito sa pagsigaw ko. Ako nga rin ay nagulat sa pagsigaw ko. Nilingon ko si Ken na dismayado ang mukha habang umiiling. "I'm just stating the fact, Aya," sabi niya. Kinuha niya ang bag sa coffee table saka naglakad patungo sa pinto. "I hope sasama ka mamaya. I just want you to be happy. Kahit saglit lang, kalimutan mo muna siya," sabi nito at saka na umalis at iniwan akong nakatulala. She wants me to be happy. Siguro nga tama siya na maling maghintay sa taong hindi na naman babalik pa. My tears started to wet my face. I love him. How can I forget him? I asked myself. For 5 years I've waited for him, still holding on to him even though the truth is, he's gone. I wipe my tears using the back of my hand. It hurts. My heart is aching again. I don't know kung kailangan na gawin ito o hanggang kailan ko kailangan gawin ang bagay na to. Minamasahe ko ang puso at nagdesisyong umalis at puntahan ang lugar na yon. After 5 minutes of drive, I found myself starting the engine of my yacht. I operated the yacht to the location where I saw him last. Maybe I should let him go, right? Maybe I'll stop assuming that he'll come back to me because I've been known for a long time that he's dead. I miss you so much, Gio. Sigaw ko. If ever you're alive, please come back to me and never leave me again. I love you. Dugtong ko. Ilang oras lang ako nandoon at hindi nahintay ang paglubog ng araw. This will be the last. And I'll start to move on. I'll try to move forward. Let's toast for a newlywed couple, Nix and Dom. Sigaw ni Ken. Yep, sila nga nagkatuluyan. And I'm happy for them. Come on, Aya. Let's drink. "I'll drink a little. May trabaho pa ako bukas," sabi ko at kinuhang isang shot ng tequila sa lamesa. "Hais, I told you already to loosen up. Drink more or else I'll kiss your ass," banta ni Ken. I rolled my eyes. Inabot ko ang bote ng tequila at nagsalin sa baso. "Wow, let's drink all night. Let's forget our problems just for tonight," sigaw niya. Nagsimula na magpatugtog ng music ang DJ, kaya naman ay naiwan ako sa lamesa namin habang mag-isang umiinom. Inaya pa nga ako ni Shad na sumayaw pero tinanggihan ko. Hey, wanna dance? Agay, I don't know how to approach after a minute. Sorry, but I'm married. Diretsahang sabi ko. Agad naman itong umalis. Yan palagi ang sinasagot ko sa kanila kapag inaaya nila akong sumayaw. I sip my tequila while roaming my eyes around. My eyes went big when I saw a familiar face. Pero agad iyong nawala. Umiling-iling ako. Imposible. Patay na siya. Maybe Ken was right. I should move on and try to move forward. And it's for the better. Nagbalak na lamang akong sumayaw at humalo sa crowd. The crowd went wild nang pinalitan ng music. Sumingit lamang ako at nagsimulang sumayaw. Ilang minuto ako nagsasayaw doon. Marami ang gusto makipagsayaw pero palagi kong tinatanggihan. I want to be alone and I enjoy dancing with myself. Na magsawa ay umalis na ako sa dance floor at naglakad na uli papunta sa lamesa para kumuha ng shot. I spent the night drinking myself with the alcohols. Nakabalik na sa lamesa sila Nix along with my friends. After drinking almost I and half bottle of the tequila, I suddenly felt dizzy. I excused myself, papunta na muna ako sa powder room at makapaghilamos. Pagewang-gewang ako naglakad patungo sa banyo. Malapit pa nga ako matumba, buti na lang at napahawak ako sa isang braso. At dahil na rin sa nahihilo, kumapit na lang din ako sa kanya. That scent, it seems familiar. I'm sorry, sabi ko at sinapo ang ulo. Nahihilo talaga ako. You're drunk, you should go home. Anito sa baritonong boses. Pati ang boses niya pamilyar sa akin. No, I must be hallucinating again. Hindi siya at hindi magiging siya. I felt his hand at the back of my neck at may kung ano siyang ginawa dahilan para mawala ang malay ko. Sa pang ulo ng magising ako kinaumagahan para iyong binibiyak sa sakit. Damn it, it's hangover. Tumayo ako at napagdesisyon ng magtungo sa banyo. Teka, sa banyo? Inikot ko ang paningin at nasa kwarto na ako. Paano ako nakauwi? Wala naman akong maalalang kahit ano kahapon dahil sa lasing na lasing nga ako. Parang may umilaw na bumbilya sa ulo ko nang may maalala. Naglasing ako kahapon at nagsayaw sa dance floor. Nagtungo sa banyo at may nakabanggaan akong lalaki. Ni hindi ko magawang lingunin dahil bigla nitong hinawakan ang likod ng leeg ko dahilan para makatulog ako. Ang weird lang kasi, pamilyar talaga ang perfume na gamit niya. Parang kay Gio. Umiling-iling ako. Imposible. Naglakad na ako papasok sa banyo para makapag-shower at nang mabawas-bawasan ang hangover ko. After mag-shower, nagsuot na ako ng OOTD ko, which is a white casual vintage polo button down. Style dress with belt. Pinarisan ko ng pumps at kinuha na ang white purse ko sa mesa. Lumabas na ako para salubungin ang anak sa dining area. Good morning, Mommy. Masiglang bati ni Shai sa akin, saka humalik sa pisngi ko. At the age of 5, she's lively and talkative when it comes to me and to her kuya. Pero kapag ang iba naman ang kausap niya, parang tuta na ayaw tumahol. Good morning, where's your kuya? I asked. Ma, have you seen Sashi? He asked while roaming his eyes around. Didn't seen yet. Why? Have you tried to look for him in the basement or garage? I asked. Hinila ko yung upo ang malapit sa akin saka umupo. Yes, wala po siya roon. Sabi niya, why don't you try to whistle like you do always kapag gusto mo siyang palabasin sa bahay? Suhestyon ko. Okay ma, sagot nito at nagsimula sumipol. Agad naman tumakbo papasok sa bahay si Sashi, yung aso niya. Where have you been? He asked and he carried her in his arms. But the dog only answered him using his tongue, licking his cheeks. That made my son laugh. Hey, stop! You're tickling me. Reklamo niya pero tumatawa naman. Oh, come on kuya. Put her down. Malilate ako sa school. Reklamo din ni Shai. You're only kindergarten, Shai. Stop acting like you're above your age. Pangaral ni Dayla. I'm already 5 kuya and next year I'll be with you in grade school. I hate you. Sabi nito at nakapaut na kumain. Stop it, kids. Come on, let's have breakfast. And go to your seat, Dayla. Utos ko. Ibinigay naman ni Dayla kay Ate Cry ang aso para pakainin nito sa cage niya. I'll take you to school. Ako na rin ang susundo since I'm not that busy. And please, Dayla, about what happened days ago, never do that again, okay? Just talk to him and tell him to back off. Payo ko. He only gave me a nod. Sometimes nakikita ko sa kanya si Gio. The way he acts when he's with me and when he's mad over something. He will argue about that. I miss being a mom to them. I should put more time to them instead of wasting my time watching over the sunset. Mommy, may project po kami and need po namin gawin yun sa school, which is a family tree. Magpe-paste po kami ng mga picture niyo with Daddy. Do you have pictures with him po? She asked. I only have one baby in my phone. I'll let your kuya printed it para magamit mo. Sabi ko. Ipapa-develop na lang para hard copy. Suggestion naman ni Dayla. Tinanguan ko lang ito. Nung matapos kami mag-breakfast, hinatid ko na sila sa kanya-kanyang school at saka na umalis. I smiled as I watched my son Dayla from afar. Malaki na talaga siya. I can still see when he was still 3 and coming 4 when his father got him and me. I was 24 back then, turning 25. And now, I'm 30. I feel old but that's okay. At least I have many reasons to live. Dayla was traumatized after the incident 5 years ago kung saan siya kinidnap. Ilang araw ako nitong iniwasan at pumayag naman ito magpa-therapy. Thankfully, he recovered fast at hindi na tumagal. I drove my car fast to the company building. Lumabas na ako. I am using Gio's car where he bought just for us. The limo. Hindi na masyadong nagagamit dahil sa wala naman ding gagamit. I even tried to sell it pero baka magalit ito. Pumasok na ako agad. At agad naman akong binati ng mga empleyado. Good morning, Mrs. Valencia. Sabay-sabay na bati nila. I smiled at them sweetly and replied my good morning. My morning routine is not that just to carry. Ordered by coffee and put it in my office table while I'm working. I put my hair in a high ponytail before starting to work. There are many paperwork lined up on my office that I have to sign and read. Of course, that is what the CEO do. I was in the middle reading a partnership contract when my phone rang. Kinuha ko ang phone sa purse na dala ko, saka sinagot yung tawag. Ahaya Iha, it's Mommy. Bati ni Mommy sa kabilang linya nang sagutin ko ang tawag. Yes, Mom. Napatawag ka? I ask. I have an invitation from a friend and it's a masquerade party. I want you to be there, anak. Kaya ikaw na lang muna ang aaten para sa akin. You know, I'm old at madaling mapagod. Sabi niya. I rolled my eyes. Okay. When will it be? I asked. This coming Saturday, she said. It's Thursday, 2 days from now. I don't have dress to wear, Mommy. Sabi ko. I'll buy something for you. And please, enjoy the party. Not like what you did when I offered you to go to La Vista's grand opening. Tukoy niya sa party kung saan naboard ako. Kaya, nanira ako ng sasakyan. Buti na lang at hindi nakulong. But actually, deserve naman yun ni Rai. How dare him? Niloko niya si Kay. My very trusted secretary. Noted, ma'am. At saka sinabi ko na sa'yo noon ang rason kung bakit. That Rai, La Vista is a pure azul. Sabi ko. Okay, I'll hang up now. Your dad is calling. Bye, Iha. Send my regards to my apos. We'll visit you soon. She said before the line dead. May tumawag ulit kaya naman naiinis kong sinagot yon. At ako ang sisigawan na makitang siniksyon. Where are you kagabi ba, Aya? She asked as I answered the phone. Umuwi. Someone brought me home. Isn't it Chad? I asked. No. You were nowhere to be found. Pinag-alala mo kami. We even thought na kidnap ka na or some random guys got you. Puna niya. Are you really sure it wasn't Chad? I asked. Oh, damn. It wasn't him. Bakit? May lalaki bang lumapit sa'yo at niyaya kang ihatid? she asked. Someone approached me last night when I was about to go to the powder room. At dahil sa nakainom ako at nalasing, muntikan na ako matumba. Pero sinalo ako nito. Kwento ko pa. Nakita mo ba ang mukha? She asked again. No, not even a peek. Bigla kasi ako nitong hinawakan sa leeg ko at may kung anong ginawa kaya nakatulog ako. Dugtong ko pa. What the hell? At nung nagising ka, saan ka dinala? She frantically asked. Sa bahay. I answered. Sa bahay? Kanino? Saan? Umuwi ka ba agad? Gosh, Aya, you're really dead, she said. Sa bahay ko. Sagot ko. Bahay mo? How did the strangers know your address? Did he ask you? Umiling-iling ako kahit hindi niya naman nakikita. He didn't ask me anything. Basta ang naalala ko, sumayaw ako sa dance floor, naglaseng at nung nangyari sa harap ng powder room, pagkatapos nun wala na. Sabi ko, oh my God, Aya, you should be more careful next time, she said. I think he's a good guy. Kita mo hinatid pa ako sa bahay? Sabi ko, whatever, you better know him at baka serial killer yan, pretending to be a good Samaritan. Pangaral nito. Okay, ma'am, pagbibiro ko pero napaisip na rin ako. Tinapos ko na lang yung tawag niya para makapagsimula magtrabaho. Kung sino man ang lalaki yon, maybe he knows me, even my address. Sino nga kaya yon? Umiling ako. Hay, paano ko malalaman kung yung gabi lang na yon ko siya nakasalamuha? Sinabunutan ko ang sarili. Nakakainis.